Mrs. Juliette Mills-Lutterodt. Mrs. Juliette Mills-Lutterodt, and she's going to be telling us all about the Pink for Africa Foundation, breast cancer, and everything that we need to know about the Pink for Africa Foundation. If you have no idea about it, well, this gets your chance. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, my dear. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Yourself?
I am very well, thank you. It's been a long October, but it has
Yes.
been very well.
Yes, it has. It has. The Pink for Africa. I mean, I found the name. I was like, okay, that is an amazing name to come up with. I mean, Pink for Africa.
Well, in the likes of breast cancer, October is the biggest month for us to really create awareness. And majority of the awareness is done in the Western world, and not much light was being shed in Africa. So I felt, why not start an organization that will create awareness and create a connection with all of us as Africans and be able to celebrate and educate and celebrate womanhood in terms of coming together with health, education, awareness on this horrific disease.
Definitely. Well, from research, I realized that. I mean, I'm very sorry, but I realized you had also had an experience. You survived breast cancer.
Yes, I did.
You
It
survived.
was through that allowed me to really reach into myself and see the need to be able to not only share my story, but to be able to find ways that we can support our women across the globe of Africa.
Definitely. So, how has the impact been like ever since you started Pink for Africa, throwing more light on breast cancer?
It has been amazing seeing that it in the last 10 years, it has created more awareness in terms of not just on my back, but on other smaller organizations coming up and also looking to also shed light on this particular issue. Pink for Africa's journey the last 10 years has been amazing. The response I've gotten from every part of the region in Ghana that we started has been truly, truly amazing and humbling.
Now, what would you say are some of the challenges? I'm happy that the response has been amazing, but nothing good comes easy, they say. So definitely, I'm sure you had challenges in your pursuit of being able to educate people on breast cancer and help them out of it.
There is no question about it at all. There's been a lot of challenges. Um, a few of the challenges will stem with you know, the stigmas that cripple us. The
Yeah.
stigmas that cripple us is one of the things that is taking us women out when you think of breast cancer. Um, the fight to really allow the faith of what we believe in through our churches interrupting with what the doctors are doing. And you have people, women who would go to their pastor first before they go to the hospital. They
Yes.
will go to the local herbalist before they go to the hospital. And cancer is not a disease to be cured by, your pastor. God is going to definitely hold your hand through it. But you also have to be an advocate in knowing that God created the doctor. And so, along with the prayers, include really being seen by a professional who will be able to help save your life.
Yeah.
That is just one of them. But there's been tons of different challenges, as in through education, trying to get to some of the schools that reject you for not, they don't want you to come in and educate, to some churches saying, no, we don't want you in our church because they believe faith has got them. And all of it is great. Like I said, my journey I would not be standing here without God helping me and bringing the right people into my life and staying positive and being grounded in my faith, as well as the doctors doing what they were supposed to do with me. So that is one of the biggest challenges that we face in Africa, especially.
It's the stigmatization. But how?
Absolutely, absolutely. As women, we need to support each other more.
Yes, that is very true. That is very true. I mean, I believe that's what accounts for support groups and being able to call and check up on them because the whole journey, even knowing you have breast cancer, can be it's a traumatizing experience for some people.
For most, not only some, my dear, for most women, and if not all women, it is. Because when you hear cancer, I remember when I was diagnosed, I did not hear anything else. The minute the doctor said, "We are confirming you have breast cancer," I did not hear anything else. So you kind of, go into a daze because you hear so many people who have died.
Yeah.
So you almost start to look inwardly and think, is it going to be me? Am I going to make this? Until you start to slowly shake it off and slowly see, okay, what are the practical things you need to do? What are some of the things you need to pay attention to, including the choices of everything you do going forward?
What would you say? I mean, in using your experience, being that actually being the reason why you started Pink for Africa, in that whole journey, that whole period, what would you say was like the greatest support you had? What kept you
Excellent
going?
question. Excellent question. You know, statistically in Ghana alone, it is believed that the women who show up with their husbands through chemo, who are driven, who have the support to come in and help guide or be with their wives, the women heal faster and quicker
Yeah.
than majority of the ones who come by themselves. And you see a sense of sadness and a sense of defeat
Yeah.
with them. So having a support is everything, is paramount. For me, my husband stood by me the entire journey. And that, I have to admit to you, was one of the biggest support for me in pushing through. My children, I remember my sister used to drive 3 hours to come and give me a bath after my surgery. She
Wow.
will drive 3 hours to come to me.
Wow.
So again, that female support, my girlfriends gathered around me, my core people were all around me. And people brought me from food to everything in support. So it is really, really, I remember a client of mine used to come and give me reflexology on my feet every time I came out of chemo. So again, that family support, that immediate support from our husbands, we hear too many times our men are running away in Africa,
Yes.
that they are scared, and so they take off. And I think that yes, we are scared. Let's be scared together and let's fight together and let's push through together, because a lot the survival rate is climbing more in the Western world. We need to let those numbers climb in Africa as well.
Definitely, definitely. Now, if someone wanted to be a part of Pink for Africa, having been inspired by how you've been able to come out of it and how there's a support community out there that they can come and fall back, it becomes like a backbone for them. How do they do that?
I really love that concept. It's one I've always cherished, because I think that when you are, your journey should always impact others. Your journey should always motivate others. And I am very open. What I say to people is, if you want to come in, read about what we do and see which area you can plug yourself. If you are coming in because you are a nurse and you want to help us educate, that's fantastic. You're coming in because you're a doctor, you want to be a voice and you want to be able to help us with financially or educate, great. If you're a regular person who have been diagnosed and you need support and you want us eventually, as we support you, to come and help, we are open. See where you can plug yourself, because we need advocates as much as we need people to help us raise money to create and support women financially. So there are lots of places and lots of openings for anybody with the right heart. And I say heart because your heart is what leads you with every good deed we do. So your heart has to be in the right place when you come to us.
Indeed, your heart has to be in the right place. Well, we're finally drawing the curtains. I believe anybody who wants to reach you can go to the website www.pinkforafrica.org. Is there a number they
Yes.
can call?
There is no number yet. We respond to our emails very quickly. If there is somebody struggling and needs help, I always give them my direct cell phone number, because it is one that I need to know right away and see how we can direct or help the person. So my cell phone number is 973. It's on WhatsApp, 632-4828. I am open wide on Facebook. We are on there as Pink for Africa. Our websites are there. We are on Instagram. And through email or through any form of messaging, you can get through. We have reached many women through Facebook messaging, and you'll be amazed how that works. So it gets to me right away, and we can, bring attention to you right away and connect you to the right sources right away.
Definitely. Well, we want to say thank you so much for making time for us on the show. We believe that our listeners and audience have actually they've been blessed, they've been impacted by the story, by the fact that this basically is hope for somebody out there that they can also survive and come out of the breast cancer. We believe to stay in touch more as we would be further looking at other issues as they uncover. But thank you so much for making time, Mrs. Juliette Mills-Lutterodt, for joining us on the
You're
line.
very welcome. Thank you so much for having me
And
on.
have
It's been a
have
pleasure.
have a nice day.
You too.
So for those of you out there who would like to reach, those of you out there who might like to reach her, you can reach her like she mentioned on 973 632 4828 973 632 4828 on WhatsApp. That was Mrs. Juliette Mills-Lutterodt.